Hi everyone, Angela here. For my project, I used a set of 100% cotton pillowcases. Of course, you can use your own cotton fabric to make in any size. To make the heating pad, I first cut away the label that's on the inside. The opening has a longer piece of fabric that overlaps from the back. We can trim away most of it. Open up the side, separate the flap from the seam, and carefully cut just beside the stitching up towards the fold. Stop half an inch below the folded edge and turn the pillowcase around. Cut right across to the other side half an inch beside the folded edge. Then cut down the side again just beside the stitching. The opening should look like this now without any excess fabric showing. Next, we'll press the two long seams to make sure they're nice and flat. Center the seams and press each side again. Turn the pillowcase around and fold in half, matching the shorter edges. Fold in half again and press both edges. Open up, match the outer edges with the center crease and press along the folds. Open it up and the length of the pillowcase is now divided up into 8 equal sections. Next, fold in half, matching the longer edges. Now we don't want to lose these crease lines, so press along the fold between them to keep them crisp. Open up and there should be a nice center crease. Bring up one edge to the center and crease. Now divide this section into thirds and fold twice to the center. Repeat for the other side. Again, we don't want to lose these crease lines, so press all the folded edges between them. The width of the pillowcase now is divided up into 12 equal sections. We'll stitch these vertical lines first. I'm using the Juki TL2010Q sewing machine. The link for this and the tools I use are down in the description below. If you're in Australia or New Zealand, click the link for Echidna Sewing and Juki Junkies for North America. Match the edges at the opening and backstitch at each end. If you're finding this video helpful, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and leave a comment below. As always, I'd love to know where you're watching from. You can also show your support by becoming a member or tapping the thanks button down below. I filled the pad with flaxseed, also known as linseed. I like using flaxseed as it's natural. It has a smooth feel and holds heat well. It has a pleasant weight and can also be used cold. If you don't have a plastic funnel, you can make one out of a piece of paper. Roll it into a cone shape and tape the edge. Then cut across the bottom and cut the top so that it's wide enough to fit your spoon. I recommend using a nice large bowl to catch any seeds when you're filling the pad. Put about a tablespoon of seeds into each section. Make sure to shake the seeds down out of the funnel each time. I ended up using about 7 cups or 1,100 grams of flax seeds. The total weight is less than 2.5 pounds. Once you've filled the last section, shake it so that the seeds drop all the way down to the bottom, then roll down the top of the pillowcase. Stitch across the bottom along the first crease line, backstitching at each end. Pull away any seeds that are too close to the stitch line away from the presser foot. Fill the sections for the next row just like before and stitch across. Repeat until you get to the last row. For each of the top sections, fold over the opening after filling and clip in place. To close the top, stitch about 1/8 of an inch from the folded edges, backstitching at each end. Place the heating pad into the other pillowcase for the cover. Since it was a set, it's pretty much the perfect size. I microwave mine for 2 minutes, 1 minute at a time, and it's perfect in bed to keep your feet nice and toasty. You can also fold it in half so you have heat from the top and bottom. This is just perfect for me because when it's cold, I can't stand the feeling of wearing socks in bed. Roll it up into a tube and use it as a hand warmer for cold or sore hands. Roll it tightly lengthwise for soothing comfort around your neck. Or only roll it halfway and drape the rest over your back and shoulders. I hope you enjoy making this natural heating pad. Let me know down in the comments how else you could use this. Thanks again for watching. Take care and happy sewing.